Today in the Smugglers Room, we're going to explore the anatomy of a cricket. No, buddy, not the insect cricket, a Cricut Maker. Now you got it. That's coming up. What's up, you awesome geeks? I'm Brian, and welcome to the Smugglers Room, the show where each week this chubby geek tries to build something ridiculous and hopefully inspire you to take on your own wild and crazy project. If it's your first time here, then laugh it up, fuzzball, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so that you don't miss a single episode. Now, this Geek-e-cate episode is not sponsored by Cricut. We purchased our Cricut Maker with our own money, but I think there's a lot of value in sharing great tools with all of you so that you can pick them up and use them on your projects. Now, the Cricut is a cutting machine, and when I first saw it, I read an article that said, if you like to craft, then you need a Cricut. And I was like, we don't craft in the Smugglers Room, we build things, you know, like with power tools, with saws and other sharp things, and with blasters. All right, we craft. So what? There's nothing wrong with that. The truth is, this machine can cut detailed patterns in fabric, leather, balsa wood, as well as cutting out stickers and stencils and all kinds of other really cool stuff. We've used this to add some really cool elements to a lot of our geeked out projects. We put a logo and text on our moisture evaporator margarita machine. We also put text and a logo on our ultimate sci-fi toolbox. And you've probably seen recently the text that we added to the Kyber crystal chamber flashlight. The stickers we used on those was an adhesive foil, and it has a really cool metallic finish to it. But that's just the surface level of the sticker material or stencil material that we've used and that's available. There are simple vinyls like this that we used on our refrigerator door, as well as a rubber version that's called window cling, and that you can use on smooth surfaces and glass, like our front door and our shower door. And yes, just when you thought we couldn't be more geeked out, I show you that we labeled our shower door. But I'll tell you, one of my favorite things is being able to make my own t-shirts. And we use an iron-on vinyl for that. We set up the graphics ahead of time in like Photoshop or Illustrator. Then we can bring them in to the application for the Cricut, position them, scale and size them to exactly how we want, and then send it off to the Cricut Maker. The cool thing is that the Cricut Maker is a lot like a CNC machine. It has an X and a Y axis. It draws out, drops the blade into the material, and then with precision, cuts out the graphic. Then the material gets weeded, which is a fancy term for removing all the unwanted vinyl or sticker material. And then you're left with only the parts that you want to use. The light board we're using here is also made by Cricut. It just helps to be able to see all the patterns as you're weeding. But you could also use just a piece of glass with a light underneath it, just some way that you're able to see what you're pulling away. Next, like the stickers, you apply transfer tape to your graphic. This will allow you to adhere it to whatever surface it is you're working with. In our case, the t-shirt. And when you're ready to apply the graphic to the shirt, you can use an iron and just iron it on. Now, we opted to purchase the EasyPress iron from Cricut, and then we did that for a few reasons. Mostly we did this because this tool is made specifically for this application, so there's no guesswork. We can look at the material and the specs, then go in and manually set the temperature for the EasyPress iron, and we know we're applying the correct heat for that material. The bed also heats evenly across, and there's a timer that you can set so that you don't overheat the material for too long. Wow, this really sounds like an advertisement for Cricut. I know, okay, so it does. But the goal here is really just to share tools and tips with you guys that I find extremely valuable, and I hope you do as well. I know I've said before that LEDs can bring a prop or a project to life, but the same thing could be said for something as simple as a sticker or a stencil. It gives you just that little added touch that changes the look of a project. I'm pretty sure we're adding this to just about every project we've done lately. Whoa, don't show that one, that's for next week. Right, and they're gonna wanna come back for that, because he's gonna be a new addition to the family around here. And he's really good at convincing princesses to show the location of a hidden rebel base. So until then, play with power tools, add some sparks to your electronics, and even do a little crafting, as long as you're building something out of nothing. I know you're wondering about this Universal Greeblies t-shirt, and you're asking yourself, what is the Universal Greeblie? Well, I'm going to let Adam Savage tell you about that by following the link in the description below, and then maybe we can talk about Greeblies.